Hey guys, we're here another Sekiro Shoutouts by Twice Achievement Guide. We're going to go for the Demon of Hatred for defeating the Demon of Hatred. Now, a few things going into this. You're not going to be able to get to this until after you beat the Divine Dragon, and you're going to eventually come back if you want to beat this boss, come back to the Ashina outskirts. Everything's going to be blanked out again, kind of like the Ashina Castle. So work your way back to the beginning of the spawn of kind of where you started the journey at the very beginning of the game. And once you work your way back through all these spots here, you'll eventually sync up with the idols again and be able to spawn on them again. So I skipped a lot of idols, worked my way backwards from the bridge and ended this spot and ended up all the way down to the beginning of where you come from the game, and which is going to be an idol there, and it's going to teleport you into where I am now, into the flames of hatred. So if you're confused by that, let me know in the comments below. Basically, like I said, just go back to the start of the game where you were. You shouldn't have too much problems following it. You'll see what I'm talking about once you get to the spot in the game. Like I said, you'll run around all the way to the beginning, go find an idol. So, with that being said, a few things you can use. You could use kuni to help out. You're going to want the malcontent whistle upgrade, which is the third upgrade for the whistle, and you'll need a specific ring. I'm not exactly where I got it. I can't remember. Some drop I got in some area. We'll upgrade that. Once you get that malcontent whistle, it'll be more efficient to the boss. Like I said, you could use kuni, help out with a little bit of extra damage. Anything you can throw at them for distance will help out, honestly. So you could use those as well. I also ended up using whirlwind slash a lot. It's a really good move throughout the game. High damage, fast, kind of closes the gap. And I used also divine confetti. Now it seems kind of odd. I did a video comparison and checked them out. The damage isn't huge, but it's there. There's a little bit of actual extra damage for some reason when I use the divine confetti on him. So getting this fight, I have popped divine confetti, and you're just gonna rush in here, and you can get 4 to 5 hits on him before he ends up doing anything. Now everything is random for this fight. Nothing is set. So every time he backs away, you'll have a variety of moves, whether it's swipe, stomp, swipe, kind of a stomp there, but that last stomp isn't really too efficient to actually get you, so make sure you just get a couple hits, run around. He might do a stomp, which is like a slow, super stomp way. You should be able to either block it or just kind of run behind him. And every time he does that kanji, and then he'll do a charge. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to just jump over his shoulder and chase after him as soon as you can, and hopefully you will get under his fireball throw. Now, one of the easy ones to dodge, you just saw there's the belly flop, and you can grapple up to him there as well. And he'll just kind of be doing these same maneuvers over here again and again. There isn't going to be too much of a mix-up from that. But like I said, once he jumps back, hopefully you can close that gap right there. I almost kind of, you know, it's too slow there because I heal up. That's you're not going to get very many times to heal up in this boss fight. You either risk getting hit again, or you can close the gap, or he can just heal once, you know, you get the time. He also does a headbutt from time to time, so be prepared. You'll see him rear his head up, so he could do it 1 to 4 times, depending upon what he wants to do. That fireball throw is pretty nasty, so if you ever get that charge he does, and you don't chase after him right away, just wait. He will throw it at you, but as long as you're far enough away, it will not hit you. I had a problem dodging that for the longest time. So if you don't run after him right away and get up really close to him, I would just run like this, kind of taunt him, run up to him, taunt him, run back, and then it should miss you. No problem right there. Other than that, you're just going to need to run straight after him in a straight line, as straight as you can. Otherwise, if you even deviate, you're probably going to get hit by it. It's because it's a pain. And you're going to want to run to the left as well. So what I did here is I waited for him to want to back up a little bit, because the second health phase, he'll do that. And if you're too close, it will damage you. But as soon as he does that, run up to him, you could get a couple hits depending upon what he does. So once he does this distance again, he'll do a cone area effect. Now he will slam to the ground with a big fire cone, and same thing as before in a way. When he does the belly flop like this, you're just going to want to jump at the right time and grapple to him. So once you get this down, it will take you a little bit of time to get this fight down. This is definitely one of the hardest fights in the game, obviously, because it's end game plus 3 health bars on top of that. So hopefully you watching what's happening here, you'll be able to get kind of an insight of how much of a pain he is. So further on down the line, he does this area effect of fireballs. The only way to dodge is if you just kind of stray from side to side, don't matter right or left, and at the same time kind of close the distance on him. So run, and then kind of run towards him at the same time. This one should be too bad once you get down if he does the actual, nope, not doing the cone of effect. This one I'd say was probably worse than the cone area flame. Once you get down, it is a good nice couple hits for him to be able to stand there. So he tends to run away a lot. He is a big coward. So I was not prepared for that. Like, I thought he was going to do the cone area effect fire, so, and I missed the block for some reason. So, like I said, just be very mindful of his attacks. Always try to keep on the move and pressure him if you can. Just be very mindful of everything he's doing. So right there, if you get hit by that, you're probably jumping too soon. So make sure you kind of wait till his hand's in the air, and as soon as his hand kind of come down is when you want to jump. And then you better grapple to him to close that distance and get a couple hits on him before he does anything else. So I found the best way to dodge this is when he's doing this to kind of get behind him and stay behind him and hopefully to his left so his swing won't actually come back around and hit you. So that move can be kind of a pain to dodge considering he's just swinging rapidly around and stomping. And I'm just taking all kinds of damage and it's just not good. This fight took a while to master. This fight will probably take you time. I hope you have more luck than I do with it. Like I said, if you have time, try to pop some divine confettis because they do some extra damage. If not, use some of the sugar. I can't remember which one it's called. The Onco sugar or whatever, the one that has extra damage, posture damage could help out a little bit too. I didn't end up using it. I think I could use one at the last bit. That's about it though. So for the whistle, you'll only be able to use that thing 3 times. So make sure you keep that in mind that you want to try and save that for the last health bar if you can. Because once you use it for the 3rd time, he'll become immune to it and you cannot use it again on him. It won't do anything. So you'll be wasting your spirit emblems for nothing. So save that for something else. Now once you get him down to the last health bar, I would kind of goat him into using his ability and then just running and getting as far as you can because he's going to do a big AoE. Now you could stay inside of that and jump over his swinging and the fire, but he might just punch you into the fire and it's going to do some massive damage. I would say just back out of it. As you can tell, that's when I pop my sugar. Now he's going to start doing double charges. So keep that in mind. He'll do a flaming double charge. And if you can just jump over both those and get close up again and just keep following up the hits on them, you should be able to close that gap pretty quick. Now this is where I'm going to start using my whistle just to get extra stuns on him. And I also have my sugar on, so I should be doing extra damage on top of him being stunned. It seems like once he is also stunned, it does more damage than normal with him being stunned and me hitting him. So I'm just going to try to keep on him. Make sure you be prepared for him to do that occasional fireball throw there, which always throws me off when it just randomly does it. So whenever you feel like you got a couple hits on him, hit that whistle and you'll get some good chunks on him right there. Make sure you just stay on him and learn these patterns. It'll take some time, like I said, but be patient with it. You will eventually get these down. Now what I did for the end of this here, I switched over to my kuni because the whistle is going to be immune basically now. But I wanted to use the rest of my spirit emblems up in some way, shape, or form. Now, they don't do a whole lot of damage, but like I said, I end up just wasting them on him just to finish off what I had for my spirit emblems. As you can tell, it does do a decent amount, not a whole lot, but whatever helps, helps. So I would say use it on something like that. That way you don't have to actually use something close to him because nothing else is probably really going to do any good to him. And firecrackers will not do any good on him either, so keep that in mind as well. That should do it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you just be patient with this fight is all I can say. Make more guides for you as soon as I get the chance to. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later.